road, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Left. Ready, my shot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire. He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play for the Saints on third down. 48 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He dumps it down to Ingram. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Goff on 1st down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go. Ready. 90.
On second down, Kamara. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Ready. Get set. Get set.
To throw, it's Brees. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready. We're waiting.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On play action. Now Brees. Now Brees lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brees. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 2. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the 50, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. One minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Point out. Wide, get wide. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun. Gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Goff on third and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Well, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. An update from Denver. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On second down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Super 66. DC.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Saints on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Gannon, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on first down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The rest is, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
17.
Goff on 3rd down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Check. Presto. Get set. Switch. Ready for check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this
necessarily need a touchdown. Breeze to throw on second down. That one complete to Hill. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Breeze now. On target over the middle to Hill. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow 80. Kill. 20, 5, 20. 5-8. Get set.
Breeze to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. He told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Breeze to throw. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Goff going to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
76. 76.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another carry now for Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Craig Robertson in on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,